Hey, what's up everybody? This is Private1 and today I want to do my first Apex Legends update video. Now, since the game is pretty new, there isn't a ton of information on updates or stuff like that, but we do have some. And before we get into that, I wanted to show you guys something that's kind of important. If you are playing on a monitor that is over 60 hertz, because in Apex Legends, there's not an actual setting to change the hertz in game, which is a pretty big deal. If any of you have ever played over 60 hertz, like I have 144 hertz, you can't go back to 60 hertz. It feels like you're playing in mud. But there is a way to set it so you can put whatever hertz you want to in game. So basically, you're going to open your Origin launcher, then you're going to go to Apex Legends, you're going to go to Game Properties, you right-click it, go to Game Properties. I don't know if there's a specific way to do this on consoles or not. This is for PC. And then when you right-click it, go to Game Properties, you go to Advanced Launch Options, and then there will be a command line arguments. So then you're going to go dash FREQ, so frequency, space, then whatever you want your hertz to be. So I have 144 hertz, so I did space 144. If you have an expensive 240 hertz monitor, do 240. Whatever you have, you put that whatever you want it to, you set it, and you're good to go. It'll launch the game with that setting set. So you're good to go with 144 hertz, which is a pretty big deal, especially since a lot of people do want to actually play competitively, not like a pro, but want to be competitive in the games they play. So there's a few things we're going to go over, and the first ones are smallish messages, and a lot of the numbers of players joining. So in 72 hours, over 10 million players have jumped into Apex Legends, and we've reached 1 million concurrent players. And this is just like thanking everybody for playing. Pretty much, there's not really that much information in there, but they also reached 1 million downloads within 8 hours, and these 10 million players is 10 million downloads. And then 1 million concurrent, which is massive. It also shows that this is actually a really good game. Me and a lot of people I play with think this is clearly the best BR that's come out yet. Even though it's a bit different from the other ones, it kind of is just really well built and very rare in these days for a AAA game to come out and have like no issues, relatively no server issues, really good performance, pretty decent balance. Like, it's very rare for something to come out this solid, especially since we only knew about it a day before it came out. So it's pretty massive, and that shows that the word of mouth of players that this is a good game. And spreading players like that, even though it's still pretty hyped, spreading players with word of mouth just of the quality of the game does speak to possibly having a better longevity than a game that is just super hyped and everybody, is super hyped before they get to play it. So the next one has a little bit more information. What a week. Since we launched Apex Legends last week on Monday, we've seen the creation of an Apex Legends community that is excited, thriving, and full of great feedback and ideas. Our goal is to build a game with you, our community, so keep giving us your feedback because we really are listening. I can tell you everything we have planned, and we are looking at classes or changes based on player feedback and experiences. However, I do want to call out a few things happening over the next couple of weeks. And specifically on the Reddit, I think it has like over 250 people subscribed to the Apex Legends Reddit, maybe more than that already, which is ridiculous. Like, it's some of the biggest posts on Reddit right now, like 40,000 upvotes on some stuff on Apex Legends, which is ridiculous. The game's just absolutely blown up, which also shows that people going and do that type of stuff shows that they are more invested than just playing the game. So first off, you have Twitch Rivals, which the times are 12th of Tuesday, which it already happened for that one, and then the 19th after that. It is basically just tournaments, EU and NA, big tournaments of all like big Twitch streamers. I think some of them weren't even that big of Twitch streamers, just really good players that like team captains brought. And basically how they did the first one, because it's already over, is it was really weird. The tournament didn't really make sense. The teams just didn't play each other. They played public games for 4 hours, and they got points depending on how many kills and how many wins they got, and then they added those points up however they did. Now we get into some actual new content or new skins, new updates of the game information. Then later this week, we'll be celebrating Valentine's Day by introducing some limited time Valentine's Day themed loot. So all you Apex Legends lovers out there, keep your eyes open. So that's in a day, I'm pretty sure, unless you do it some other time around Valentine's Day. But this is the first update. Now this shows a few things, besides just, we're getting new stuff, is that they already kind of plan to have new content out super quickly because we already get an event. Even if it's just skins, it's still new stuff super early in the game's life. And this could show events for a lot of holidays that, you can earn limited time stuff every holiday, which is always cool. Even if it's just skins you can buy and stuff, it's still cool to have new stuff in the game you're able to earn or obtain with real money. So I definitely save your Apex coins. We don't know if there's going to be any free stuff you can earn or if it's just going to be in loot boxes or something, but save your Apex coins for that. It's coming the 14th, and if there's nothing you want to buy, you can buy, just loot boxes or just open more boxes after that date, and nothing will have changed. Don't forget, Season 1 kicks off in March, which is the Battle Pass as well, introducing the debut of our Battle Pass, as well as new legends, weapons, loot, and more. So there's a lot in this. We already know the Battle Pass is going to be kind of like the one of Fortnite, where there's two versions. There's a free version that does still give you stuff. Then there's a paid version that gives you more stuff, basically. And they say there's new legends, weapons, loot, and more. So legends are the playable characters, which is really nice. I'm glad they're going to be adding legends, hopefully pretty decently throughout the game, because, other class-based shooters, kind of like Overwatch, kind of did not add new characters in very quickly at all. So I hope they keep adding them. You don't want a ton, but adding new stuff to keep the game fresh is definitely going to be needed to keep a game like this popular, especially with like all the other biggest games in the world being other BR games pretty much. New weapons, which is very good. So that's the stuff you use in game. That's really good. Hopefully there's some weapon balancing. Looking at you, Mozambique. But hopefully there is some weapon balancing with that. But new weapons, also very good. There's actually not a ton of weapons in the game, especially even compared to other BR games, compared to any other FPS games. There's not a ton of weapons. Hopefully they do keep them kind of unique, because a lot of the guns in this game don't feel the same. Like pretty much none of the guns really feel the same. Like even down from SMGs, like the R99 does not feel like a alternator at all. Fully automatic, or like ARs, the 301 is a fully automatic AR, and so is the Flatline, but they don't feel alike at all. So they kind of have really unique weapons. Hopefully they keep that going and have really unique weapons. Loot is just overall loot, I guess, and more. So that's probably just all that type of skins and stuff. And more could possibly mean new maps. There is a piece of an interview right here we want to talk about after that, but that's really cool. Hopefully we get a ton of stuff. There might possibly be legends unlockable in the Battle Pass. Since there's the free version, they could add legends that are unlockable in that, and then when that season ends, they go into just being able to be bought like normal ones. I think that could be kind of cool. From what I've heard, I don't know if it's officially announced the price, but from what I've heard, the Battle Pass will be $10 for the bought version, which would make sense. It's a decent price. It's probably what everyone would think it would cost. And then it's just, we're also thrilled to announce that since Monday, more than 25 players have jumped into 25 million players have jumped into the game, and we have had over 2 million concurrent players at our peak. Pretty crazy, a ton of players. The game is just getting more and more popular because it's really that good and people think it's that good. Also, another thing with that is some other BR games, like PUBG and H1Z1, that have pretty much died out. PUBG isn't completely dead. H1Z1's pretty much dead. But that these games were super popular back in the day as well, but then they always got taken over by the next BR. But now you know, PUBG's gotten better. Fortnite is still like a super solid game in terms of technical wise and new content and stuff like that. So this game being in a much more competitive space and still getting these amount of players and concurrent players is a pretty big deal. And the 2-minute concurrent players was on the weekend, I'm pretty sure, because that's when the server started dying. But there is a big interview with the head. Let me see exactly. It's CEO and co-founder Respawn Entertainment. And where was that? Because I actually have it highlighted. It is right here. So the interviewer asked, there are a lot of things you can do post-launch then. Oh yeah, absolutely. This is just the start of the journey. There will be new maps, new modes, new characters, new weapons, new skins. There will be a ton of stuff coming over the next year to 10. Depends on how successful it is. So in this interview, I'm going to do another video on this interview and just read through it. If anyone wants to watch that whenever it comes out. Basically, this is just kind of confirming that we're getting new maps and new modes, which is very good for the health of this game, because new modes is always fun. They can always do, like, you can do just crazy modes that, you know, aren't the main competitive mode, but are just fun modes to do. Like, you know, all pistols or all snipers, or, you know, everyone has a legendary weapon or something, or just crazy stuff. Everyone is super fast. You can just do super cool stuff, kind of like a lot of MOBAs do. Modes that you don't have any cooldowns and all your abilities are cast for free. They could do something like that in this, and that just adds more variety for people to do fun stuff that's not the main game mode. New maps is also pretty huge. This map, even though it is a really good map, if they don't decide to change the map, they definitely need to have new maps, and adding new, you know, kind of biomes and new maps would be really cool. Like a full snow map would be amazing. You know, sliding down huge hills of snow and stuff like that would be really cool. New characters, new weapons, new skins. We just kind of talked about that stuff. And they've said this multiple times, where if they want the game to keep being updated consistently for 10 years, depending on how popular it is, and if they keep going like they are now, it'll be popular for 10 years probably. But anyways, that's the end of the video. I will be doing another video on this entire interview. I didn't want to add to this video because it is quite long and goes over a lot of information. So keep an eye out for that. Subscribe if you want to see more Apex Legends videos. Like the video if you like it. Leave a comment down below what you think about all this information we've gotten, what you think about Apex Legends as a whole, and thanks for watching.